Good morning, everybody. Namaste. Welcome to our first morning meditation. My name is Prema, if you don't know me, and it is a pleasure to be guiding this morning space and starting this 3-day exploration, this 3-day Dhyana Yoga retreat with the support of a meditation practice that can help us ground and uplift our energies. My invitation for this morning is for you to find a comfortable space and maybe consider a place that it can be your meditation space for the coming days, the coming 3 days, and also a space that then you could incorporate into your daily routine in your daily life as a meditation space. So I have this meditation corner supported by a wonderful cushion and a saffo, which is very helpful to lift up the spine. But if you don't have a former, like a proper saffo, you can use a pillow, you can use a book, you can use a rolled blanket, anything that allows your sitting bones to be comfortable. But also, if you find that the ground is uncomfortable or your legs don't feel like they want to be folded, maybe you can consider using a chair. Chairs are also very helpful in terms of supporting our physical structure. Because in the meditation practices that we will be doing, we will mostly be in stillness. And so you want to be comfortable and you want to be able to sustain that stillness for a while, knowing that you can change the position you are in as much as you need. So it's not about rigidity, it's about being able to sustain stillness. And the stillness of our physical body invites for an internal stillness, and we will be exploring that throughout this journey. So for this morning, find a comfortable seat, again, whether it be on the cushion or on a chair. I will be sitting here. If any of you join in the Zoom call, I'll just get closer to the screen and allow them in. If you see me closer to the screen, that's what I am doing. And as you find this comfortable seat, begin to notice which parts of your body are being held by a physical structure. So if you like, you can close your eyes so as to bring attention inside and begin to feel which parts of your body are being held by a physical surface. Which points of your body are making contact with a surface. Simply noticing which parts of your body are being held by the surface of the chair or of the floor. Noticing which parts of the body are being held. And now begin to notice which parts of your body are being held in stillness, are being held by space. So not only noticing what contact points we have with the floor or with the chair or with the cushion, but now beginning to notice which areas of the body, which points of contact we have with space, with air. And as we settle into stillness, knowing that we can change position whenever we like, knowing that we can shift and move as we need. As we allow the body to come into stillness, really feeling held by both the surface, the ground, the chair, and by space. being held by space. Body still in space. Letting the hands rest wherever they might feel comfortable. Also feeling the hands being held in space. Letting each in-breath lengthen your spine as if you wanted to touch the roof with the crown of your head. So there's an elongation in the spine. Each in-breath invites for an elongation of the spine. And each out-breath is like you're melting down into the ground. So practice this for a little while. Each in-breath lengthening the spine. Each out-breath melting your shoulder blades down into the ground. So there's this two energetics. The in-breath lengthens, the out-breath softens. With each in-breath, you open new space. And with the out-breath, there's an invitation to relax, to release, to let go. The in-breath opens space, and the out-breath invites for a relaxation of the body. Maybe you can become aware of different parts of the body that are easily giving into that relaxation. Perhaps you can notice muscles softening, breath becoming deeper, more fluid. Perhaps you can even begin to notice the space between the eyes getting soft, softening into a sense of openness. And there is no right or wrong. It's simply a matter of asking your body if it's okay to relax, if it's okay to release into this space. And as these inquiries begin to take place, as if, can I let go? Can I relax? Perhaps you can also begin to notice that there are parts of your body that are not ready to let go. Maybe there's tension and contraction in different areas of your body. Maybe you feel as though your jaw is tight and it is harder to let go. Maybe you feel as though there's a place in the body that is too tight to want to let go. And perhaps you even notice that there is a part of your body that wants to relax, but if you relax it, another part of your body tenses up. Beginning to notice the depth of experience, the depth of the relaxation experience. And without forcing or trying to relax as a command, simply notice and hold in space those parts of the body that feel a little bit too tense to let go just right now. Bring awareness into your hands as they are on the surface, resting on the surface that they are in. Feel if there are any sensations in the hands. Explore if there is sensation in the fingertips, perhaps at the center of the palms, and maybe gently begin moving your fingers. Bringing both palms together at the center of your chest and beginning to feel palm on palm the temperature of your skin. And I want you to very gently begin to rub your fingers. So the fingers want to explore the spaces in between. Maybe you can even do a movement with your hands as though imagining that you're washing your hands under a waterfall. Within your hands. And then begin to vigorously move palm on palm. So almost as if you wanted to light a fire or generate heat. You can hear the sounds. Palm on palm. And when you feel there's enough heat in between the palms of your hands, bring the right palm to your right eyelid, left palm to your left eyelid. Wrap your fingers around your face and hold your entire face in your hands. Maybe you can even let go of the weight of the head into your palm so that the neck can stretch. The hands are not necessarily pressuring into the eyes, they're just allowing for support. Notice how it feels like to be held. Maybe if you can even open your eyes and look into darkness, noticing how it feels to be held in darkness. And using the tips of your fingers, massage your scalp as if you were washing your hair in the morning. Massaging your scalp with your fingers. And there is no right or wrong here. You can simply explore the brushing of your fingertips along your scalp, letting your fingertips travel to those places in your head that it might feel good to touch. No right or wrong, no direction to follow. Simply allow your fingertips to go in the direction that you would like, applying as much pressure or as little pressure as it feels appropriate. So awakening the senses here, letting your fingertips explore the areas of your head that maybe don't receive that much attention throughout your day. If you would like to explore the entirety of your hair and you have a ponytail, you can let go of that ponytail, just running your fingers through your hair. No right or wrong, simply allowing the fingertips to explore. Waking up those nerve endings that we have connect the scalp to the hair follicle, awakening the senses, brushing. And then let your fingertips go to the area behind your ear and apply pressure there. It's almost like you're giving yourself a good massage behind the earlobes. Letting your fingers travel to your jaw. Tuning into these different parts of the body and learning to listen. How much pressure, how much tenderness, what type of touch might feel good in this area of the body. letting the skin make contact, fingertips make contact with your skin. Maybe even opening and closing your jaw with your fingers, inviting the jaw to relax. Bringing your fingers to that space up above your lip. Bringing your peace fingers to the sides of your nose. That space where the eye finishes in your nose. And brush each side of the nose. Take note here of the difference between the left nostril and the right nostril. Maybe even breathing through one, exhaling through the other, and alternating that, and noticing if one nostril feels a little bit more stuffier than the other. Brushing the sides of the nose. And then from the nose, brushing through the cheekbones, all the way to your scalp. Nose, cheekbone, all the way through the scalp. Applying as much or as little pressure as it would feel good. And allow your fingertips to do any type of movement that might feel good, that might feel right this morning. This morning for me, squeezing my cheekbones feels really good. And then bringing your fingertips to your forehead and brushing from the center of the forehead all the way to the scalp. Center of the forehead all the way to the scalp. Maybe allowing your fingertips to travel back through your hair one more time. And allowing any movement that might feel good this morning. So maybe incorporating some tapping in the forehead, massaging, circling, whatever might feel good. And then bringing the fingers to your neck, where the jawline meets the neck. And begin brushing very gently with your fingertips through from that jawline all the way to your clavicle bone. It's just a very soft stroke. One side and then the other. Very soft strokes. And let your fingers travel to the area behind your neck as you apply pressure here. Again, noticing how much would it feel right. Massaging your neck. You can drop your chin to your chest, massaging the back of your neck. Then massaging one side of the neck and the shoulder blade, wherever you might feel access. And when that feels complete, moving to the other side. Bringing both of your palms to your chest and brush from the center of your chest away into the beginning of your shoulder here. One side and then the other. And let that hand that is brushing come to your shoulder blade and sweep into your arm. Brushing from the heart center through the arm and out. And then from the shoulder blade, across the arm and out. Shake that hand. And then come to the opposite side, brushing from the heart through the shoulder blade, elbow, wrist, fingers out. This as if you were sweeping the energetic body this morning. shake the hands as if you were playing piano. This morning, releasing the fingertips. Open and close your fingers. Like storm. Open and close your fingers. Bring the hands up, lengthening your back. Open and close your fingers. Good. Create light balls with your hands, and I want you to tap. We're doing a tribal call. You can circle your chest, tap underneath your armpit, tricep, other side, armpit, tricep. Come down to your rib area, really gently tapping here. Behind your rib cage, you tap here as well. Awakening the liver, the kidneys. Very gentle tapping to your side body. Come to position, side body. Coming to your hips. Inner thighs. I want you to open one leg to one side and open the other leg to the other side. So we are sitting here with the legs open. Choose a side in my ear. Hands tap that leg, saying, this is my left leg. Noticing the left leg. Doing the right. That's my right leg. Coming to your foot and also tapping your foot. And from your crease, the crease of your hip, brushing your hands, sweeping your hands, doing an energetic sweep here. And then traveling to the other leg, doing that sweep, brushing. And then with the hands, like little bolts, tapping that. Tap, tap, tap. And when it feels complete, come back to a neutral spine. And I want you to flare up your toes all the way up. So your toes are lifted up. And from the pinky toe, from the small toe, bring one toe down at a time. Flare up your toes. And then with control, place that one little toe at a time. Flare up your toes one more time. And bring to the floor one toe at a time. Now, try to remember when you were sitting down, which leg was in front and which leg was behind. You can switch here and bring the leg that was behind in front, the leg that was front behind. And you can try this several times and adjust because sometimes we don't remember quite well. Usually it's where our sitting bones, they feel a shift. So returning to a seated position. Let your hands rest, let your shoulders relax, let your eyes close. Take a deep breath here. Let the in-breath open space. Expand your rib cage. Open up the diaphragm. And with the exhale, soften. Keep softening. Keep opening. Let go. Long exhales that can signal our nervous system that it's okay to enter a repair mode. Long in-breaths, taking the life energy of this morning, nurturing every cell of the body. Letting the exhale soften. Let go. Long exhales. Notice the quality of energy that is present to you right now. Notice the quality of energy that is present to you right now. How do you feel? Our energies work within a spectrum. In yogic science, we call the spectrum the gunas, which is the qualities of energy. And we have three main gunas that work on a spectrum. So we have our sattva guna, which is at the center of the spectrum. And sattva guna is sattvic energy. And what that means is sat comes from truth. And so sattvic energy is rooted in truth. So when we are in a sattvic energy field, we feel centered, we feel clear, we feel, of course, mindful, we feel very clear with what is happening in our lives and how should we direct our energy. What needs to get done gets done, but we also allow time for deep introspection. And Sattva Guna is very balanced because it is rooted in truth. And from this energy center, we can gravitate to two ends of the spectrum. So I really like this way of seeing it. If we gravitate to the end of the spectrum where we are not getting done what needs to get done, where we feel a little bit more depleted of life energy, where we feel disconnected from our center, where we feel like there's nothing that we can do, we don't want to get out of bed, we feel drained, depleted, then this is a tamasic guna. Tamas guna is very of the earth, it's very moist. It's what we would say kapha in Ayurveda. But we could also go to the other end of the spectrum, which is more fiery, and this is the rajas gunas, and rajas represent that like jumpiness and anxietyness and never being able to get done what needs to get, always getting done what doesn't even need to get done. You see the difference in one side, we can um, not do what needs to get done, but on the other side, we do everything and even more, and we never find that space to rest and to recharge and let our energies settle in and renew. So I am giving this small lecture because it is important throughout this course that you learn to tune into which energies are available for you. And in your meditation practice, as we work with the energy body, what is available to me right now? What is it that I have access to? How would I like to feel? Mhm. So having this mini lecture, you can check again what is the quality of energy that you have available right now. And I want you to bring both of your palms to your belly. Let the belly expand. Let the belly be soft. Release tension in the belly. You can even rub your belly, your hands. You can rub your hands on your belly, inviting your belly to be soft, to release. So most of the time we have this command of having a very tight belly, which can be useful in certain instances, depending if we're doing bandha work or energy work. And there's instances where it's good to have the belly tense. But right now, as we explore this morning meditation and we signal the nervous system to let go, it's good to have like a very soft tummy. So it's almost like imagine a big, soft Buddha belly. And I want you to breathe all the way into your Buddha belly. Let your diaphragm expand. And then exhale and feel how the belly empties out. With each in-breath, you fill up your lungs with air, diaphragm contracts. And with the out breath, feel the belly emptying out. Explore the depth of your breath, letting the in-breath fill up the lungs to those places that usually don't receive any oxygen. And then with the out-breath, empty out, follow the depth of your breath. Follow the depth of your breath. Explore what would happen if there is no space between the out-breath and the in-breath. So the breath becomes like the stance of in-breath, followed by out-breath, out-breath immediately followed by in-breath. Exploring the depth of your breath. Consecutive, repetitive, sequence breath. Matching the duration of the in-breath to that of the out-breath. And if you will, bring the corners of your lips into a soft smile. Smiles signal our nervous system that there is no danger. And it also signals the production of serotonin. Matching the duration of the out-breath to that of the in-breath. And when this feels complete, allow your hands to come back to a resting position. Let your shoulders relax, let your chest be open, let your spine be long. Let the belly be soft, and let the breath return to what would feel like a natural rhythm for you. Let your breath return to what would feel like a natural rhythm for you. And before we close this morning meditation, I would like to invite you from this space of connection and stillness, the upliftment is. Think about the activities that you have coming up the rest of the day, whether it be to work within or work without. And I want you to ask yourself this question, and it can be a journal prompt for your journaling practice. What would feel most nurturing and empowering for me today, right now? What would feel most empowering and nourishing for me today? And explore possibilities of finding a space for self-connection, whether it be spending some time barefoot on the ground, connecting with the earth, connecting with nature, whether it be taking some time off social media, whether it be finding more spaces to take deeper breaths, whether it be having that conversation that you've been postponing for a while. Let your intuition answer that question. What would be most nourishing and inspiring and empowering for me today? I will read a poem from Kabir to finish our meditation. Let the words guide you. Are you looking for me? I am in the next seat. My shoulder is against yours. You will not find me in the stupas. Stupas are texts. Not in Indian shrine rooms, nor in synagogues. You will not find me in cathedrals, not in masses, nor in curtains, not in legs winding around your own neck, nor in eating nothing but vegetables. When you really look for me, you will see me instantly. You will find me in the tiniest house of time. Kabir says, students, tell me, what is God? He is the breath inside the breath. She is the breath inside the breath. I wish you have a wonderful morning, a beautiful day in the beginning of this online retreat. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, whether it be by email or WhatsApp. And I'll see you this